Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fractal Bitcoin. What's happening, everybody? This is your daily Bitcoin news video. But beyond Bitcoin news, it's really about you and your family and your future and your prosperity. That's what fractal Bitcoin's all about. Bitcoin is the main part of that, but all right, let's get right to the price chart. Right now, Bitcoin is at 67,847. You could see after yesterday's, and these are daily candles. After yesterday's green candle, today is in the red a little bit. But look, oops. Again, that's why I show, a few months here, because we're just sort of going sideways and we're getting ready to make a big move up pretty soon. And here's the rational root showing the on-chain value map. Heavy overvalued now is at $130,000 and rising. So if we look at the whole thing, yeah, you could see the top part of this band. Apparently that's the heavy overvalued, and right now it's at 130K and it's going up. And you can see each cycle that's where we basically top out. So, and it just, we're not even close to the end of this bull run. We probably have 18 more months of this, arguably. So this is a great sign. And yeah, Bitcoin, the simplest mathematical decision on earth. Yeah, look at how simple it is. Here's your US dollar, which is your money over infinity. And Bitcoin is your money over 21 million. Yeah, and what happens is government, they keep making more of this infinity, which means your money, the value of your money goes down. Continually going down, down, down. With Bitcoin, that doesn't happen. Thank you. And here's Rasha. Good morning. Yeah, here's another way to look at it. Bitcoin's going up, gold is staying flat, and fiat is going down. This is about the simplest graphic explaining the reality of the world right now. So, yeah. And here's some more Bitcoin facts. This is what happens to people. Don't do this, by the way. This is what happens to people. It hits 70K. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I buy Bitcoin at 30K? And then it goes down to 16K and they're like, aha, LOL, I ain't buying that ish. And then it goes up to $420,000. And the same person says, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I buy Bitcoin at 100K? And then it goes back down to 70K and LOL, I ain't buying that ish. This is what happens, okay? This is why the simplest strategy with Bitcoin is you just DCA and hold. And this is not financial advice, but DCA means you just buy little by little as time goes on. When you have some extra money, buy Bitcoin and hold it. Don't ever sell it for at least 10 years. Again, not financial advice, but this is just how Bitcoin works. And yeah, I talked about this yesterday. One Nakamoto is 1 million Bitcoin. Yeah, that's a new measurement, a word of measurement. Oh my God, it doesn't even make sense. Sorry. Anyway, 1 million Bitcoin is 1 Nakamoto. The ETFs now own 1 Nakamoto. Countries combined own a half of a Nakamoto. Private companies own a half of a Nakamoto. Public companies own 0.3 Nakamoto. And mining companies own 0.05 Nakamoto. Wow. I thought that was interesting, right? And if you add all this up, what is it? Almost 3 million Bitcoin. And then you have Satoshi's 1 million. And then you have a bunch that are lost, probably at least 3 million. So that's what, 7 million? So the other 14 million Bitcoin are for the normal people. Yep, don't sell. All right, and some big news today is Mt. Gox transfers $9 billion worth of Bitcoin to a single address as part of repayment plans. And it's just the beginning, by the way. So Mt. Gox apparently was an exchange 10 or 11 years ago. I think 11 years ago. I think they got hacked. And anyway, they had Bitcoin seized. I don't know. And anyway, point is, after all this time, they're going to start giving the money back to the people. And first of all, this is such BS. They're not giving people back their Bitcoin. Like, let's pretend you had 1 Bitcoin in 2013 and it got stolen out of Mt. Gox. 11 years later, don't you expect to get your 1 Bitcoin back? Right? Why wouldn't you? Right? No? Yeah, no, they're not. Because 1 Bitcoin back then, I don't know exactly what it was worth, but let's just say it was worth $200. So you bought a Bitcoin in 2013 for $200. Again, I'm just making up a number because I don't have the chart in front of me. And now that Bitcoin is worth $70,000. Guess what? They're not going to give you back 1 Bitcoin. They're not going to give you $70,000. They're going to give you $200. I mean, that is the biggest ripoff I've ever heard of. Anyway, they started moving Bitcoin around. And from what I understand, they're not really close to giving the money back to the people yet. It's supposed to happen this year, probably. And then the fear is when people get their money back, are they immediately gonna, well, first of all, are they getting it in Bitcoin or dollars? I don't know. Anyway, we'll see how all this works out going forward. But yeah. Just in, BlackRock has been buying Bitcoin for its own fund, the Strategic Income Opportunities Portfolio. This is per their SEC filing. Yeah, look, they're buying their own Bitcoin for their own fund. I mean, it's not that surprising, but so far, pretty much with BlackRock and all the other ETFs, it's regular investors like you and I who are allocating money toward a Bitcoin spot ETF that BlackRock is holding. But BlackRock, of course, they're going to buy their own Bitcoin. Of course. Yeah, and also health tech Semler Scientific has bought $40 million of Bitcoin and adopted a Bitcoin treasury strategy. Corporate adoption of Bitcoin is accelerating. Yeah, so a lot of companies now, and a lot of this is thanks to Michael Saylor, who's out there every day speaking about how this is almost a necessity for corporations these days to store at least some of your wealth in Bitcoin. And so now it's happening. We're seeing it unfold. Yeah, and Semler Scientific, which I just mentioned, their stock is up 28% after revealing its Bitcoin treasury strategy today. Yeah, they bought $40 million of Bitcoin, and look what their stock price did immediately. Right? Yeah, adoption is coming. Here's more adoption in the UK. The first UK Bitcoin ETPs are now trading live in London. I mean, come on, guys. This is a tidal wave now. There's no way anyone can... There's no doubts about Bitcoin anymore, right? There's no doubt. I mean, literally a year ago, less than a year ago, everyone said Bitcoin was a scam. It's rat poison squared. It's for drug dealers and cartels, right? Less than a year ago. And now all of a sudden, everybody's in it. And of course, because Bitcoin is that sound. It is the best form of money and store of value ever created in the world. And it is devouring the global monetary system in a good way. It's great. All right, a reminder, if you're not subscribed and if you'd like to, please do. Let's get into a few stories of fiat and government nonsense for context, because Bitcoin solves these issues. And like I said in the beginning, yes, the main focus of this show is Bitcoin, but it's about you. And you have to understand what the government is doing to you. The government's killing you. Yeah, and just so you know, these are CBDCs in a nutshell. This is the government on the left. It has a collar for you, and it has a controller where it can zap you. And this is you on the right. You wear the collar, and if you do the wrong thing, the government's going to zap you. And with CBDCs, they'll just freeze your money. They'll freeze all your money. You expressed an opinion online that the government didn't like, so they're going to freeze your bank account in an instant. Yeah, no, CBDCs are bad. Oh, here's a great one. Having white children is perpetuating white supremacy. All right, I'm showing this because this is how stupid the corporate media is. This is what they want you fighting about, okay? This is fiat media right here. Garbage. I mean, look, this is clown world. And here, this is very telling. You'll quit hating others when you realize it's the government versus all of us. Yeah, that's what it is. The government is tyrannizing all of us. Is that a word? Tyrannizing? Anyway, government's a tyranny that's killing all of us. It's not about us fighting each other. It shouldn't be. It's about us versus the government. Now, what the media does, that last slide I showed with the white supremacy garbage, the media is to brainwash you into fighting with each other. Don't do it. It's us versus the government. Very simple. All right, now just a note about Nostr. You made it to Nostr, so you understand the importance of protocols over platforms, right? Yeah, this is a very good distinction. Because, by the way, guess what Bitcoin is? Is Bitcoin a platform or a protocol? It's a protocol. No one owns it. No one controls it. It's free and open to every single person on the planet, right? Because it's a protocol. It has rules, and it's great. Guess what? Nostr is the same thing. Nostr's a protocol. It's not a platform. It's not like an app that can ban you. It's a protocol. There's a million different apps. Well, not a million, but there's many, many different apps. And you can create your account. You can build your following and create your content, and no one can ever ban you or censor you. I mean, a relay can ban you, but there's a million relays, and you can have your own relay. So you can never be banned on Nostr. So protocols over platforms. That's the lesson here. Protocols over platforms. Platforms are old. It's the old way of the internet. Facebook, Twitter, they can ban you. You can spend years building a big audience, YouTube, and for no reason, they can ban you. They don't even have to tell you why. Think about that. They don't have to tell you why. So Bitcoin and Nostr are the two protocols going forward. The orange pill and the purple pill. Let's go. All right, now this is something I learned about today. You can get paid to get reached. You basically, if you have a strike, so let me start here. If someone wants to email you, if you use this service, and again, I haven't looked into this, so look into this, please. Look into the details. Don't just go sign up for this and use it. Please, you got to do your research into these new things, right? These new services and apps and platforms, right? Got to do your research. But what they're saying is that if someone wants to email you, they'll have to tip you in Satoshis first so that the email gets through. So no more spam email. Or if you do get spam email, you're going to get sats along with it, right? So anyway, here's how it works. You sign up for a free reach your email address that forwards to your actual email address. And you can log in with Strike, and then someone sends you an email to your reach your email address, and then they get an email requesting a Bitcoin tip. And then after they pay they pay the tip, and then the email goes to you. So anyway, I thought that was very interesting. And here we're going to end on this.
I need you to please exit the refrigerator. Ma'am, quit resisting. Get out of the refrigerator, ma'am. You are resisting arrest. Ma'am, please exit the refrigerator. No, ma'am, you need to exit now. We don't have time for this. Exit the refrigerator. Ma'am, I need you to...
Oh, I thought that was pretty funny. Ma'am, please exit the refrigerator. That's funny. Well, this is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Click this link on the very top. It says join our locals community. And come over here to locals. It's our community. It's free to join. Yeah, I post exclusive videos here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining us. If you want to subscribe to the channel or follow the channel on Rumble, subscribe on YouTube, like the video. It really helps. I do appreciate you watching. Thank you. And I appreciate being on your journey of learning about sound money and freedom and liberty and government tyranny, and so that you can live a better life, create a better future for yourself and your family. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's Bitcoin news video. All right, see you. Bye.